Alright guys, welcome back to Victoria 3. As you can see here, by this marker here, the save was created with a different version of Victoria 3. That's from our Russia campaign. But, of course, the American campaign has the same problem. So we're gonna try to load it. If it does fail, it seems to be fine. Cool. So we're gonna continue on. I forgot about this. How long till we can conquer state from Mexico? 55, July of 55. And our infamy is reputable. So we can do that pretty much whenever we want. Ah, yes, private health insurance. I remember where we were. Coal seems legit. Textiles. Yeah. Seems like we're doing what we should be doing. Some more export routes for our cheapest of goods. We're making money while building, so let me check the budget. It's been a second, and I didn't... Yeah, okay, so we're actually... Okay, we're skimping on government wages, but we can now go back up. Okay. Circular expedition, we'll wait for nightfall. High turmoil, of course. States in turmoil, things we just kind of conquered. Access in a lot of places is kind of low. Do we have trains yet? Oh, we do have trains, okay. Supplies run low. Wait for more. It's very good. These are all isolated, but I believe somewhere in here we should have ports being built. Yep. We'll just alt-click those to the top real quick. Very good. First finish those coal mines. We have good. Ooh, a little bit of a weird tilt there by this map. It's definitely couldn't imagine playing like this, I'll be honest. But it does fix itself when you zoom in too far. Can't invite them to the customs union. But if I'm being entirely honest, I don't really want more people in the American market of my customs union. We have a trade agreement with France. Britain wouldn't even like the trade agreement. We'll improve with them. We are rivaled with Russia. But they are neutral with me. Whatever. Whoa, what happened there? Huge fluctuations. Very weird. We've passed. Let's go to our government, take a little peek. So the intellectual intelligentsia is not in power anymore. Hugo, migration. Are we suppressing or bolstering anybody? No. Very sad. Yeah, we're gaining a ton of radicals. The reason? Political movement demands. Okay. Standard of living is still the big reason. So they're wanting us to enact interventionalism, which moves us off of laissez-faire. So good joke, we're not doing that. We can even see there's a, from our clout, is a big opposition to that. But the main reason we're not doing that is this investment pool transfer. We're getting the vast majority of our investment pool from the amount of capitalists we have in our buildings. We don't have many capitalists at this point, mainly because we don't have enough, but in the places we do, we have tried to put capitalists in charge. See here where it says no, not enough qualifications. I don't want to do that. We'll do that though. Don't want to actively screw over everything. So we check, yeah, pretty much that's it. But that did increase by another about 3k. But yeah, it's good for now. But yeah, we definitely don't want to go back to interventionalism. Textile mills, not making money because you're just not built yet. It makes sense. We can get more tools inside of our textile mills. You can see here, we could switch to this, but the shortage on dyes will create an impressive amount of problem. We have an import good shortage of lead, but this will make us money, so we can go to lead. We will also begin to make ceramics, but lead is now causing us a big problem, so we need to import lead from the British, and dyes import from Qing, because it's the biggest amount, and then the Portuguese. Very cool. Bad news. Yeah, we'll just press on and hope we can get a fort event, because if we reduce progress already at medium peril, it's pretty much already gone on that. Coal and tools are down. New quest. Try to find settlement, because that's pretty much... and it's failed. Okay, whatever. Journal, decisions. Here we go. Expedition to map the American Western Frontier. We'll send an admiral, because screw it. Expensive government tools, so we'll try to import from, there we go, the French. We can support more declared interest. So we will declare these interests and start putting them back in South America. Radicalism is low, so not that many people actually want this, but it is growing at somewhat of a pace. But I really don't want... proceeds without incident. I don't really want that that to really pass, interventionalism, and I feel like that's just going to undermine our economy in a big way. Coal mines are finally getting done. Dyes are still really expensive, so let's go over to our colony. You can see here, trying to make, oh, big lag there, as per usual on Wiki. So we can go and find where we have dyes queued, here, oh, that's page 1, and then the dyes at the back end, and dye plantations are fairly quick to build. Really any of these like base level things are kind of pretty quick to build. So we'll shunt them all to the front, get the people working in there immediately. We're low on lead. I don't think we have lead mines queued to be built. No, we don't. So we need to go and quickly find a place to build some. Ohio looks to be a good place to put up 5 lead mines. And so we can quickly toss those to the front of the queue behind these dye manufactories. We're going to need more steel. So rural steel mills. Oh, no, urban steel mills, my bad. Steel mills. You can see we have a lot in Pennsylvania that could probably use the Bessemer process to make more. So we'll go ahead and do that. And also do water tube boiler. And change them both to publicly traded. I just realized I could have done that now this way. We'll slap another 3 up. Move those to the front of the queue. Behind all of these. Glass. Oh, excuse me. Just clearing my throat. Import more tools from the British. Just to help drive that tools price even further down. Clothes are still a problem. They're in the queue. Fish, I think, is in the queue somewhere. Iron's growing into a problem. Glass, as we fix... The reason we have a glass problem, I believe, is because we're just not running at maximum efficiency. We kind of are. That means we should expand our glassworks. We have glassworks in Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts. So we'll take Massachusetts on up. We'll just complete those coal mines real quick, and then I would just want to cycle everything. So all of these are important. Campaign financing. We don't actually want to help the Democratic Party, so we'll actually just do that. Glassworks. We're making even more money now. Oh, drastic spike. So we'll continue at this. If we're making a slight amount of money, then we'll continue to make a slight amount of money. Really? An election is about to fire. They want wealth voting, which is a good joke. So people voted for the Democratic Party and the Whig Party. So we need to reform our government. Trade unions are out. Petite bourgeoisie is out. The Democratic Party is in. The Whig Party is in. And I assume if we throw out the industrialist, we'll get a massive more boost. But we're not doing that because we need their bonus. If we throw the Whig out, we go up more. They want to join the Democratic Party. Uh-oh. Well, this is our current government. I can't actually promote these jokers to power because they're pissed off. We're gonna start bolstering the intelligentsia. Declare neutrality in this. Questionable practices. We're not doing that. And we'll revise the system. And now that they're happy, well, not angry, we'll bring them into the government, which is going to raise our legitimacy. Tools on the American market. Let's import some from the Ottomans as well. New quest. We'll attempt to find the settlement. Peaceful intentions. And we'll reduce the peril and progress forward because of that. So I need to quickly find where we have set those government administrative buildings and throw those to the front of the queue. After those dye workshops, of course. As the game almost crashes, we can scroll over to celebs here. We can see that the dye workshop is working out great. So we'll turn this to publicly traded. We're going to get rail transportation for it. So that way, you know, there's not that many people here. Uh-oh. Cash reserves are just bouncing. That's unproductive now. Efficient agriculture. Follow the advice. Let's check the price of dyes. Yeah, dyes have really gone down. Glass is a problem. Let's check Massachusetts. Did I already build that glass? No. So, yeah. Lead and dyes is what they need. Dynamite has been unlocked. So let's go back to society here. And we'll go identification documents. So we have a problem with authorities, so we're going to go pan-national. Don't care about that. Virginia low market access. So train. South Carolina low market access. Train. I know we have ports queued in them, but I'd rather have them be trains, because trains bolster the economy. Trains are very good. They're how you make your economy boom. Support is still kind of low, so I don't care about passing either of those. Tools are still expensive as we continue to import a ton. So that means we need to go to where we have a tools manufacturer like Ohio. And I just need to build 8. Throw those to the front of the queue, but after the rails, the government administration, and the steel mills. In this order. Very good. We need tons of convoys. Central Archives. I love see, but no. We're gonna get identification document thing. I don't need the I don't like taking the temporary bonuses. I'd rather take the, you know, the big bonuses over time. By getting research progress to them. We can see here the investment pool strategy is now finally starting to pay itself off. We are getting more and more money from assets into the investment pool from our capitalists. This allows us to continue to increase our reserves while building continuously. Very good. I'm very tempted to build more construction sectors, but I do know that is a slippery slope. I'd much rather build up my reserves at least a bit while we're in the money. Everything is being paid as per normal. In reality, the first thing I want to do with the extra money is try to go back down to low taxes. Radicals are increasing due to standard of living problems. So we can see here, Cloves are the primary driving factor behind grain and then furniture. Gold rush will spread the bird. I love you, coals. But we can see here this is becoming to be a problem. So we need to go rail transportation. We'll publicly trade. We're not going to go to dynamite. So everyone's bailed out of the coal mines to go work in the gold fields, which is understandable. That, thankfully, if I update this, probably hasn't... Qing wants to enter a defensive pact with us. Do I want that? Not really. We have a trade agreement, and I think that's enough, honestly, with our... I'm getting all I want out of you, and I think that's where our relationship shall end. So it can't be all that harming. So yeah, to fix this, cloves are by far and large, and then grain, groceries, furniture. So we have the cloves fix in the queue, we have the grain fix in the queue, so we need to fix the groceries and the furniture in our queue. Now, furniture, we could go mechanize workshops. That seems like a great idea. And where do we already have them built? Pennsylvania is where a ton are built, so let's just go up to a 15 in Pennsylvania. Seems like a good idea. Then we also need to fix our food industries. So where have we built them all? Vermont, but there's not enough qualifications. Tennessee, not enough qualifications. We'll sort by peasants. We'll see Pennsylvania, sure, but Ohio is probably going to be our best option. Diplomatic play started. Sure. We'll go wine boom. It'll help our economy, help our people. I don't necessarily care about a temporary prestige bonus. I don't really... Not a big fan of the temporary bonuses. Much rather have the long-term effects. Tools and iron are now expensive. We are fixing the tools problem. The iron problem is a problem. So we're going to throw our iron mines very quickly to the front of our queue. After we finish these tooling workshops, of course. So we're in grave danger, but we're almost finishing. That sucks, because we literally haven't gotten an event since the bar was baked down here. So if this fails, it basically was just RNGesus saying, screw yourself. So that would be very lame. Especially considering I think this is the last exploration we need to actually have, if I'm not wrong. Another thing we need to start looking for is upgrading to dynamite. An import good of a shortage of explosives is gonna, well, explode the price of explosives to an ungodly amount of number that we can't handle. And the way we fix that is we're going to have to get into our chem plants and fix this. Oh, there we go. Disappointment, but an educational one. So we did succeed. And we've mapped the American frontier. Very cool. So on that note, we're going to try to map the Ganges River. We'll send Admiral Isaac Hall. So for the Oregon border dispute, we have mapped all of it, so now we just need to own all of Wyoming. And for this, we also need to own all of Wyoming. So when we go back into Mexico, the state will demand is this one, of course, and we'll also demand this as well. And in that, leading up to it, we're going to demand this, we're going to demand this, and then, of course, Puppet Mexico. Seeing as how we have no infamy at the moment. Expedition arrives. Onward. Now we are doing that just for the extra prestige. We'll need every single man. Declare neutrality. This is Hawaii versus Hawaiian Peasant Revolt, so have fun with that. Our GDP ever increases. Very good. Standard of living's rising-ish. Now, iron is the expensive thing. Click, click. Yep, iron is what's expensive. Lead is still expensive. That is a big problem for a lot of reasons. One, because it's expensive, even though we have relatively few mines, which means we can fix this relatively easily. So we're going to go up to condensing engine pump on our lead mines. We're going to go ahead and make them publicly traded. Dynamite is not an option, but then we're going to make it rail transport. See here, as we reset, should become more productive. The price of transportation is becoming more expensive, but as we isolate it for only the industries we need, it ensures that we always have the people we need to be working in said lead mines without exacerbating our problem. And from that mixing alone, we can see now that the price of lead has fallen all the way down to -28, which in turn has made the glass prices fall. So as we can see, oh no, crocodiles. Guess fight for your life. And give that mana raise. Nice. Because we can see by our glass mills, or our glass works, cheaper price of lead, cheaper prices of dye lead into basically more product for cheaper, allowing them to be more productive. Very good. Very good for our economy. Flip the script. Do we really have any good exports? We could export fabric. Nowhere. Generally, you want the finished products to like export. It's like liquor and stuff. The white fog. It's not safe. We just need tons of convoys. That one's unproductive. So that should fix itself at some point or another. These iron mines are driving the price of iron down. Very good. Fish is now becoming a problem. The reason fish is a problem, boat repairs. Oh, nice. We easily managed to repair it because we sent the Admiral. So that event shows us that, I guess for the Congo River expedition, you should be sending Admirals, not Generals. So that way they can repair that boat in that event. Who knows? Maybe the Army Generals have better chance of fighting off the crocodiles, and it's the Admirals that fix that mission. Who knows? Okay, the lead mines quickly just fluctuate. Supplies run low. We're going to stop and wait for more. There's just not enough qualifications to do something like that. But yeah, we need to fix fish before I forget. Fish. First, we'll go publicly traded on our fish. Fishing trawlers, sure. Where are they all built? New York? Okay. Alabama seems good, too. And Jersey. We'll get a lot of fish. Who are you? You're the evangelicals, so you can step down. The reason we won fish, and fish is good, is because fish is an input product into our food industries. As we can see, well, no consumption, but Kentucky, we can see fish is one of the inputs. Grain, sugar, glass, because we're using canneries. Actually, no, we're using patent stills. We're not using jars anymore, so that doesn't require. That's weird. That jars don't need glass? That seems like probably more of a gameplay balancing thing than an oversight, but I assume it would be glass jars. Yeah, a bit weird. But we are using baking powder. Vacuum canning could be nice. It's just more groceries. But it's going to use even more fish and more oil. Unproductive trade routes. Cancel that up. So the grain problem is a problem. Because we have so much of it needing to be bought for so many different things, including our people's needs. The main problem, though, is this cloves. We need to get through the glassworks, because the glassworks, for the industry to keep running efficiently, we need to reduce the market price of this glass, of course. Canada wishes to enter a defensive pact. Do we want to do that? I don't know if we do. I mean, like, yes and no. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna get that close with Canada. Don't think I need to do that. So I think it's time we actually go to war now. I think I missed the date we could go in by a bit. No, July. January, February, March, April, May. Okay, so it's 3 months. 3 months, 3 months. We actually have enough now decisions to negotiate the Alaskan Purchase and GDP. We just need to have good relations with the Russians, and I need to own all of Washington. So what we can do is actually end our rivalry with them, begin improving relations. They didn't really hate us anyway, they actually see us as cooperative, so we're going to be able to fix that. The British are wary of us. Which isn't good. Into the jungle. We'll preserve our rations. We are low peril still, but I'd rather get this done in, like, one go. France is also cautious of me now. They see us as a natural enemy, and as a militarily threatening neighbor? Weird. I don't see how France views us as a natural enemy. We'll do that. Gold Rush, Nevada. Gold. But yeah, we can see here, yeah, all of the workers have gone to the gold fields. So eventually these gold mines will dry up, and we'll be able to build, like, real, not gold fields, but like gold mines. As you can see here, mines make way more than fields. So we can just see gold fields in Arizona. Nope, the dream. It can't be all that army. But gold fields in Arizona employ 25k people and are making us 26,000. But if we go to gold mines in California, 25k people, way more money. Same more people, way more money. Very good. And because they're an actual mine, we can control and subsidize these processes. So here we can go atmospheric engine pump. So we'll reduce the peril back down. Market access in Nevada is complete trash. So we're going to build 2 railways in South Dakota. Ah, yes, because so many people are moving here because of the gold rush and gold rush. So we're going to bump these. Oh, that is very much the wrong button. Railways up to the top of our queue. After, of course, finishing off the glassworks. As we can see by here, it is solving the problem. Expedition member drowns. We gain minor peril, and it's delayed. We're just going to push on. And we'll go ahead and get identification documents, because we already have the boost. Rubber. So that will allow us to hopefully eventually discover rubber as a resource down there. In the Congo. Congolese rubber, if you know. So we can reduce the peril. So I'm just going to click that. Path to socialism. Uh-oh. Well, we're going socialist, boys. Didn't even know. So very quickly, we can diplomatic play to conquer state, Mexican Wyoming, add war goal, conquer state, Mexican Oklahoma. Add war goal, make puppet. 80 infamy is like, wow. And we'll go for Mexican war reparations to help bolster our economy more. And they want Texas and California back, of course, because, well, they're good states. Who wouldn't want Texas, California? A generous present. We gained progress, and we completed the Congo River exploration. Excellent news. Very good. More prestige for us. Cross-border investment seems legit. So if we get civilizing mission, we can go find the Panama. If we have an interest in Zanji, need one. We can then go find the source of the Nile eventually. See here that the only country could be swayed to our side would be Canada. And yeah. We're going to form a defensive pact with Canada. And Mexico is pretty much alone on the American continent. They're probably going to back and give us this one territory, which will be very annoying, which is why we're not mobilizing even a single man. Oh, I see. We also have to get anarchism and human rights. Ah, see you later then, buddy. That's a lot of low market access. American Congo. Port. South Cameroon. 2 ports. Sleps. 2 ports. American Gabon. 2 ports. Massachusetts. You can take 2 ports. South Dakota. Railroads. Nevada railroads, got it. So we'll shuffle the ports to the front of the queue after these railroads in that textile mill. We need the convoys for our trade anyway, so more ports are good for getting more convoys. Might as well. So yeah, see here, this might break out into war. It did. So 2 arms. Mobilize him to immediately take this front. Mobilize and teleport to the Mexican front. Boom here. We'll go military. Activate conscripts. We'll activate Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina. So we're being reinforced by Brazil, and eventually our conscripts will mobilize. Our 2 other generals should instantly win these fronts, because there is no men available to defend. Boom. So of course, they can then be teleported to the front line down here. They released a dev diary talking about, like, you know, stuff, and they didn't talk about the teleportation thing. So I assume there's a fix somewhere in the works that's maybe going to fix this literal teleportation. We can also bump down to low per capita living standards, because our reserves are very quickly filling up. Because I wanted to do that. I wanted to lower that. Legitimacy is climbing. Evangelicals are pissed, as always. But they will forever be pissed. Artillery is expensive, as we've mobilized. Those two are inactive trade routes. That's the difference between inactive and the expensive trade routes, basically, is inactive means it's zeroed out, which means if it ever drops below again, it's going to reactivate and, of course, get what you need. You can also import. We'll just get some cannons from the French. Import route. Nobody's making. See, this is the thing. We need more clothes. But everybody's more expensive. Other than the Russians, everybody's clothes are way more expensive than even our clothes. So it's everybody's in an even worse spot off than we are. Another thing I see with the saving game and all that is I wonder if a lot of the lag and the buffering I'm getting is because it's an Iron Man save, because I want the achievements. Oh. Well, that's interesting. So as you've seen, the activation, your screen has gone pretty blank there. The reason for that, as we were talking about how the game was lagging, the game then proceeded to crash after we got the sound effect for what I assume was an event. So I am now restarting the game. So yeah, I think in the next playthrough, I do. I'm gonna turn Iron Man off to see if that's going to help fix that problem. I sent the save report to Paradox. I didn't include anything in the message because I'm pretty sure they get the game file or whatever to check it out. I mean, I was just playing the game. There's really nothing that was just an event that I don't even know popped up, crashed the game. But that is the one benefit of crashing in Iron Man mode, is that we have our save. We're right back in immediately. Everything's fine. We didn't lose anything because it saves every month. Well, there's the Communist Party. Let's see. Oh, it's Socialist Party of America. Trade unions. Cool. Well, I'll be honest. I'm a big fan of the Socialist Party. I'd like them to be manufacturing industry throughput, workforce ratio, amazing. I'd like these guys to be powerful. If they're more powerful, it makes these... Oh. That'd toast everything. But, oh, the intelligentsia is the Communist Party. Holy crap, I saw Socialist Party of America, and I was like, well, it's not the Communist Party, but I guess. No, the intelligentsia straight up is now the Communist Party. Their migration attraction bonus is going down. It was 50% at the beginning of this episode. I'm not going crazy. And I've seen it be 100% in others. I assume that maybe is due to how big their clout is, the better the bonus they get. Who knows? I will stop bolstering them. Well, at least bolster the industrialist. And I'm also going to bolster the Socialist Party of America, because they sort of seem popular. If the Socialist Party of America is on the upswing, then I'd like them to be on my side. And that's mainly because I can't, if they're on the downswing, I can't really stop that. And it's not like I can suppress a party that's actively in power. I'm just going to have to hope that not... Yeah, Democratic Party, Socialist Party of America loses a ton of momentum. Communist Party gains a ton. So the Socialist Party can stop bolstering and go back to the Communist Party, and we'll bolster them. Very weird reality we now live in. And our people now, we're middling overall. Even our lowest strata of population will eventually become secure. Very good. Cloves, grain, groceries, of course, but that's in the queue to be fixed. And for the first time in a while, we saw there for a second our money Etsy dropping to the negative. Going along with the Mexican War, we're going to make maybe this demand. They would not accept. So once this is basically how you win wars in Victoria. They don't actually ever agree to anything. Just when they get to minus 100 war support, they just instantly capitulate and give in to all of your demands. Is pretty much from what I've seen. Journal of decisions. We need to be at peace. Pop, pop. So the Oregon Treaty, the most amicable agreement. And Frontiers War. This was our destiny. Bada bing, bada boom. We're gonna establish. Oh, we already have a colony here. Oh, of course, and we immediately begin. Cool, cool, cool. So we get the rest of the United States of America. Easy. There's the election, so we need to sort this out immediately. The communists gain a bunch of stuff. If we kick the Democrats out, our legitimacy goes down. If we bring the trade unions in, we screw ourselves. We're gonna exit. Stop bolstering the industrialist. Don't have the authority to actually do that anymore. Unless we stop bolstering. Yeah, trust me, dude, I want proportional taxation as well. So on that note, I yeet. Yes, I don't like that. Free trade. Could go guaranteed liberties. Currently these idiots already hate no home affairs, so guaranteed liberties seem like a good way to go. And oh. We'll propose white peace with El Salvador there. Very cool. See your diplomatic pacts, we're making a bit from Mexico. Massachusetts is low inf. Ports are being built, cool. Okay, those problems are all being fixed. States and terminal, sure. Journal, try to find the Nile. I know the person for the job. Admiral Isaac calls the man. So negotiating the elastic purchase, basically, Russia needs to be in default or is taking loans, and they need a bit more relation, so we can't do that. We need a railway in Nebraska. Don't roast me for not knowing where Nebraska is, boys. I beg. So we'll need one in Nebraska. And in Utah and Wyoming. So, Utah, Wyoming. We need the transportation anyway. In a bad way. We do need that transportation. If we look at the market. It's still expensive. Opium. Cloves. Ugh. Clothes, fish, trains. Okay, we can fix trains. Motor industries. New York. 2 more. Very simple. Very easy. Boom, boom. Good motor industries. Oh, City of Plenty. We will let them celebrate. Expedition embarks. Close that up since we're not at war. GDP go up. Yeah, public trading. This could be a good one. Trying to complete right now. First transcontinental railway. Yeah, we're just gonna push on. Screw it. Might as well at least get a bonus out of the bad stuff. Urban centers. Could go public trams, but that's gonna make public transportation really bad. It's gonna make transportation cost a lot more, but a lot less laborers in total. We're gonna do it. Admiral Hall can go screw himself. I don't really need him. He's a worthy sacrifice, I guess, to find the source of the Nile. We're now middling overall. Oh, no, we already were that. Sorry, misremember. Discrimination. What? What? Who? We're multicultural. Political movements, that's the preserve no home affairs. See that? What? Why? If I go to laws and I go down to no home affairs, they oppose no home affairs, protect armed forces. But now they... why? Steam Donkey could be good. Vacuum canning will help fix food immediately. Have we discovered oil? No, not in Texas. Very sad. Oop, another huge lag spikes. Gotta love it. Hopefully when this, maybe it moves down. I don't like how the U is like inside the pond. That's just kind of ugly. Just a me thing. And American Alberta is just, I guess, kind of a thing where people live. We also need to incorporate states. All of these. Lost Mule. Leave the mule. We really need more government buildings, or increasing the efficiency of said government buildings. We're obviously not getting that. And we have that. Got it. So the only way we actually improve this situation... Just take a pause real quick. Paper's on its way. Water tube boiler. Sulfite bleaching. Public trade them. We'll go to that. Boom. Publicly trade them. Mission plants. Stay with the combustion cap, or percussion cap. One in Texas, one in Illinois. Basically, if they don't have one, they're getting one. Basically, after we complete the closed factories, and after we get our maize, and after we get our furnitures, after we get our fish, we're getting government stuff. And we can build construction sectors. We're still building this ton in Ohio. So we're just going to throw 4 more into Ohio. And go up on construction sectors. Very cool. Oh, the Canadian Pacific Railway. I assume we have this because of American Alberta. Very cool. We could join the scramble for Africa if we get colonial exploitation. That would be law. The game would not shit itself. We'll do the checkpoint before, because I don't want this to poop itself. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so we're done doing that for now. It would be here, colonial exploitation. The rural folk will hate us, but yeah. Do I care about the rural folk? Not really, they're already pissed. I don't care. Suppress. I'd love it if they would drop into a marginalized group, if at all possible. Medium peril, great, wonderful. Nope, our quality of life has dropped. Clothes, grain, groceries, of course. We're fixing these problems as we speak now. Just had to finish up some other projects. Transportation is now becoming expensive as well. It's the Pennsylvania? No, New York train factory, right? Yeah. Guess we'll do the real life option here, or what happened to IRL, and the West Coast will be as prosperous as the East Coast. We'll do that one. Stop crushing the children, I guess. We'll continue. Military, as we've yet to done a single military really research, and I think at this moment it'll continue that way. Civilizing mission. Yep, you know we need the convoys. We know. Then we're gonna bump down to even very low taxes, since we're getting the upper limit of our assets here. Might as well. Gives us more legitimacy to continue to do exactly what we want to do when we want to do it. And yeah. As we can see, we continue to get more money as we expand, get bigger and better. The investment pool here continues to scale to support our economy. You can see we're gaining $64,000 from our capitalist, and going out in our construction is only $75,000. So instead of an economy totally based around having no investment pool to where we would be paying straight out of pocket $75,000, I guess pound, or this be like euro. Maybe this is pound. I'm not exactly sure, but basically dollars. since we're America. For that construction, we're instead only paying around $13,000. We're just making the difference in between these two, which is extremely good. Enact land. Okay. Cultural exclusion. Yeah. Angry interest groups. Well, go pound sand. We're not going back. We're not going. We avoided American Civil War. We're not going back. Good joke. We can see our GDP is entirely centered in Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina, mainly Ohio, New York. Really? Ohio, New York. I mean, almost 30% of our entire country's GDP. Ah, he found it. Yeah, 30% of our entire GDP is in Ohio, New York at the moment. Yeah. But I mean, New York, it's pretty obvious why. It's got tons of great bonuses. Ohio, it just happened to be where a lot of people lived at the beginning of the game. I mean, what can you do? We got even more prestige. Boom. Sort by rank. Inefficient agriculture. Follow the advice. We've almost got more prestige than Russia, but the thing is a lot of our prestige from finding these things is going to tick down in a way eventually. Hawaii thing hasn't popped yet. Ships of the air, scramble for Africa. So yeah, colonial exploitation, we're doing that. And we also need to research malaria prevention. There's Clementine. There we go. Malaria prevention. Okay, so it keeps Scramble for Africa pretty far behind stuff. Clothes factories are coming online. So we have colonial exploitation now. Need a bunch of that. We have that. Civilizing mission we're doing. Can't negotiate. We could do that. Just move it around so we can do that at river exploration next. Impassable. Never seen that. Oh, it's impassable terrain. I thought it was an attitude or something weird like that. But yeah, we completed that exploration. We're getting some new techs unlocked. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it here. GDP line do go up. We obviously have our shortfalls in the American economy. Fish. Groceries are too expensive. Grain is now becoming an existential problem. So as these closed factories come online, I would love to continue to build more, but we need to get this grain and grocery problem solved immediately. It's a huge problem. It needs to be solved right now. Other than that, tools probably next. Fabrics could need a bit of work. The luxury clothes will fix itself with the normal clothes. Liquor with the groceries. Sugar production will eventually become a shortfall, but that is what places like American Celebs is built for. We can build, not sugar. Weird, maybe in Cameroon. Yep, we can build sugar plantations in American Cameroon, American Gabon, etc., etc., to make up for that. And American Congo, of course. Very good. But yeah, that is where I'll leave this off today. As we continue on marching forward to industrialization. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the content. It helps the channel and it helps show YouTube that you liked the content, and that way other people will also get to see it. So thank you guys for your support, and I will see you all in the next video.